Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds and is a Tuff-N-Uff catchweight bout at 160 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, holding an amateur record, 1 victory, 2 defeats. Fighting out of Results MMA, Las Vegas, Nevada, Elijah Bam Bam Bertley. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner, making his Tuff-N-Uff debut tonight. Fighting out of Dave Howard's MMA corner, Las Vegas, Nevada, Abraham El Guapo Ayala. Your referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Joe Sullivan.
Joe Sullivan is our referee. Once again, the format is 3 2-minute rounds, 160-pound catchweight division. Bertley is wearing the primarily red trunks. Ayala is wearing the black trunks. And we are underway.
No touch of the gloves.
Nope. Bertley starts circling right away. Ayala with an inside leg kick.
Bertley's got that right hand really low.
Oh, man. Gets stung. Nice overhand. Another one.
Yeah, I think
Ayala is finding the home for that early on. Dumps him down.
He's like, nope, not going down.
The punch didn't knock him down. He dumped him down. Worth noting there. But he has certainly found a home for that right hand early on in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing the same thing with the hands down low. It just makes sense. Go over the top, see what's there.
Ayala does have that mouthpiece kind of just floating towards the front of his mouth, which a
Never.
little worrisome.
Bertley punching down.
Oh, another right
big
hand.
Right.
Bertley with a nice right. Again, Bertley here with the southpaw stance.
Bertley kind of settling in a little bit. Had a little bit of a rough start there. It looks like he's a little more composed right now. Nice shot there to the body.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bertley use that length he's got a little bit more.
These guys are just taking him to the chin and just slugging it out.
Ayala's got,
man.
Big right hand from Bertley. I was going to say, Ayala's got a lot of confidence, but he's got to be careful. The momentum is shifting right now.
And that, like you said, Dave, that mouthpiece is just kind of floating out there.
And Bertley kind of stuck that wheel kick.
He did.
Wasn't as much on it maybe as he'd like, but he the precision on the placement there was really good.
Both these fighters fighting very tall. Like,
yeah, and their
no
hands
fear
are,
of a takedown yet.
Final
Ayala
10
with another big
seconds
shot. Bertley smiles, so you know that means it hurt.
every time. That's what it means.
Oh, straight left.
Round number 1 is in the bag. Here we go. These guys back to the corner for a minute, and then we'll get ourselves a round number 2. That one was fun.
Really was entertaining. I got to say, I mean, kind of tough to score. I think Ayala jumped out to an early lead, but I felt like he almost got overconfident in a way. Like he thought, I can just throw whatever and it's going to land. And Bertley started to find his rhythm and find his range a little bit in the latter half of the round.
Bertley definitely came back in the second half of that round. The first half, definitely Ayala. I mean, with the knockdown, that big right, I would have to give that round to Ayala, but man, that was a lot of face punching in that round.
A lot of it, and these guys uber confident in their skills, but willing to take a lot of shots in the process. I'd like to see, it's weird to say this, a little more defense, a little more tactical fighting with keeping your hands up, but when it comes to the brawling part of this fight, both these guys very willing to just stand in the pocket and slug.
I would like to see one of these guys go for it, shoot for a takedown just to mix it up, because they are both fighting very tall with no fear of a takedown in that first round.
Interesting that you say that. That final 10-second takedown can really swing around like that. That's super close. Interesting to see if the corner is going to pick up that from for either of these guys and suggest that. Here we go. Round number 2 is underway.
Joe Sullivan had a conversation with Ayala after the end of round 1. I do wonder if it had anything to do with that mouthpiece. Did land a big right there.
And Ayala smiles after landing that big right.
A little Stockton slap there from Bertley.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Creativity there.
Exactly what that was, but
oh, the big right hand.
Bertley showing a pretty good chin, though. He's eating a couple shots.
Yeah. Bertley, if he can find range for an uppercut, Ayala tends to duck his head when he throws those overhands. Could be a useful tool. Looks like a little bit of blood from the nose of Ayala, perhaps. Wipe something away there.
You don't normally see them catching the side kick like that and kind of throwing to their opponent to the ground, but Ayala did that. Bertley quick to pop back up. Another right hand. Ayala just snapping that head back.
Bertley shoots right back at him.
Bertley's shown a chin, that's for sure. Ayala's his team is just yelling for him to stay on him. Don't give him any range to reset. That's what he's doing right now.
And that mouthpiece has popped out for Bertley. He's grabbing the cage.
Cover
and that
up.
is the end. Joe Sullivan steps in, waves it off, and Ayala swarms, listening to the corner, gets the job done with a second-round TKO.
Ayala was having success, but to be fair, he was allowing Bertley a chance to kind of scamper away and reset and regain his wits. His corner was yelling at him, stay on him, stay on him, and he did it, and he got the job done.
That right hand over the top, that was the one that found its home probably 24 times in this fight. Tosses him to the ground there. That was fairly inconsequential. This is what really mattered, just the swarming. Instead of landing just a couple of shots, then backing up, just laying it on there, and eventually it became too much. So Joe Sullivan, I don't know if he noticed that Bertley was grabbing the cage, or that his mouthpiece was out, or that he was just getting worked. Decided to step in at the right time, wave that one off. Congratulations to Ayala. Very impressive performance tonight.
Got to go to Justin Bernard with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 21 seconds in round number 2, referee Joe Sullivan calls a stop to the fight for your winner by TKO, Abraham El Guapo